Hey everyone, welcome back to my blog. Today we're going to explore the top 5 most bizarre parasites that inhabit our planet. Number 1. Cymothoa exigua, also known as the tongue-eating louse. On the one hand, you can relax because this parasite does not affect humans, as far as we know. On the other hand, it's about the most messed up thing you'll ever hear. So Cymothoa is a tiny crustacean that sneaks up on a fish and works its way in through the gills. The parasite then attaches itself to the base of the fish's tongue and uses its claws to dig into the tongue and drink the fish's blood. As Cymothoa exigua grows, less and less blood is able to get into the fish's tongue, which causes the tongue to slowly atrophy and ultimately fall off. Well, not so much fall off as pathetically float away, but you know what I mean. With the tongue dead and gone, the parasite settles in and replaces the lost tongue with its own body. Somehow Cymothoa is able to attach itself to the fish's tongue muscles, allowing the fish to use it just like a normal tongue, with the parasite flapping around as a permanent fixture in the fish's mouth for the rest of its life. Why does it do this? We don't know. But we're going to go with the commonly held opinion that Cymothoa exigua simply thinks it's funny. And well, it certainly looks funny. Number 2. Naegleria fowleri, also known as the brain-eating amoeba. Naegleria fowleri makes its home in warm fresh water and soil, and usually infects people when contaminated water enters the body through the nose. Once the amoeba enters the nose, it travels to the brain where it causes primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, a brain inflammation which leads to the destruction of brain tissue. Initial signs and symptoms start 1 to 14 days after infection. After the onset of symptoms, the disease progresses rapidly and usually results in death within 3 to 7 days. In fact, Naegleria fowleri kills more than 97% of its victims within days. Infection typically occurs when people go swimming or diving in warm freshwater places like lakes or rivers. Fortunately, you cannot get infected from swallowing water contaminated with Naegleria. Number 3. Vandellia serosa, also known as the candiru fish, or more appropriately, the vampire fish. The candiru is a small parasitic catfish which is found mostly in the Amazon River, where it is the most feared fish, even more so than piranhas. The fish can grow to a maximum length of 6 inches. Candirus feed on the blood of their host creatures by swimming into the gills and using razor-sharp spines on its head to attach itself. It then chews its way through the host until it reaches a major artery and drinks blood until it is satisfied. The fish finds its prey by sniffing the water, and this is where it starts to get nasty. The smell of human urine appeals to candirus, and they can find their way to a human penis or vagina under the water and enter it. When this happens, the fish attaches itself, causing great pain to the poor human, and it can generally only be removed through surgery. This is a very unpleasant situation to be in, so be warned. Don't pee in the Amazon River. Number 4. Wuchereria bancrofti. Wuchereria bancrofti is a human parasitic roundworm that is the major cause of lymphatic filariasis. It's estimated that worldwide more than 120 million people are infected with filarial worms. For obvious reasons, the disease caused by filarial worms is referred to as elephantiasis. It's odd to think that the massive deformities seen in this condition are actually caused by these tiny roundworms which are spread through mosquito bites. A simple explanation of the cause of the massive swelling is the damage and blocking of the lymphatic vessels by the filarial worms, which causes a buildup of lymph fluid in the tissue. This generally affects the limbs and the genital regions. The outlook for those suffering from elephantiasis is mixed. Surgery can be successful in some cases, but not many. The worms also live a long time, up to 14 years, and during this time they will reproduce, so this condition is often for life. Number 5. Dracunculus medinensis, also known as the guinea worm. The guinea worm infects its host when they drink dirty water that is contaminated with larvae. These larvae begin their journey by penetrating the host's stomach or intestinal wall. Once the female guinea worms have grown up to 1 meter in length, they are ready for the last stage of their journey. From the abdomen, the worm makes its way down through the pelvis and along the bones of the leg towards the foot. This can give rise to an intensely painful burning sensation. At some point, they will reach the skin where the worm emerges from a blister to release hundreds of thousands of larvae. The pain can last for weeks and there is no vaccine. The only way to get this worm out is to gradually wrap it around a stick. That's all for today. Thanks for watching!